But to me, the answer is not that easy still. So it's maybe the question is simple but not easy. I don't know. I would like to ask every one of you, what is intuition? We talk about it. We kind of know we have it. But what is intuition? I would love to hear or read your thoughts around that. Feel free to unmute yourself or to write something in the chat.
To me, Jana, it's the message that your heart says for anything that you want to do. So it's a signal. Everything has an option, right? Yes or no, right or wrong. So based on the knowledge that you have to that particular thing, and your heart says, yeah, this is the right way to do. It is different. That may be different for others for the same scenario, based on the knowledge, the wisdom they have. But yeah, it's inner call, inner calling for everything that you do in your life every day.
Okay.
So that's my definition.
So if I try to sum it up, and please correct me or add on, what I heard was that for you, intuition is the inner voice of the heart guiding you in everyday life with discernment, what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing maybe, giving you guidance from the heart. Would you say that is what you described in a nutshell?
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Swana. Fatma wrote, intuition is that quiet voice that tells you what will be good with you. So also a quiet voice, what will be good with you. I would also say sounds like coming from a wise discernment, this inner voice, the way Fatma describes it here. Yeah, good for you. So that it's the voice, the quiet voice telling you what will be good for you. She just added on. Okay. Other thoughts, ideas around what is intuition?
Yes, Jana.
Yes, Madhu.
Yeah, for me, intuition is that inner compass that is always directing us when we have this, the first voice that comes to the mind, or the first thought that comes to the mind is intuition, and the rest is like, again, it's a manipulation of the mind. But whatever comes to you for the first time, for example, if you are in a crossroads and if you want to take this or that, so suddenly a thought pops in, that is your intuition that is guiding you to go in that direction. And the rest, whichever follows, is just, again, the mind's game. So yeah, it's an inner compass. It's a direction where it shows where to go. Yeah.
Great. So what I hear you saying is also intuition is faster than the mind. And it's the first upcoming, let's say, voice or maybe a word coming from inside.
Right.
And right after that, the mind can jump on it with manipulating whatever this voice might have brought up to you in a way.
Exactly. Right, Jana.
Thank you. So for you, it's also a voice giving you, let's say, words, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. What other ideas, or better to say also experiences, do you have with with intuition. What is intuition? We heard it's a voice. We heard coming from the heart. We heard it's more quiet, but seems to be faster than the mind. It's everyone here agreed on giving us guidance. So intuition gives us guidance, and in that sense, individual guidance. So what's, let's say, an individual compass of ourselves, right? For ourselves, better to say. What else is there for you to add on the question, what is intuition? Not too much right now so far.
I want to ask you, Jana, what are your thoughts on intuition? What do you think that intuition is?
So I totally agree with you on this aspect of intuition is very fast. And I got that awareness after a friend of mine guided a meditation in a shamanic way. And he shared this insight of intuition is faster than the mind. And after that, it got easier to me to get aware of my intuition, because it's really very much like you said, it's not there always, or like better to say, probably it's there always. It's not that I always can hear it, but I'm really aware that it's this quick voice, this quick word, sometimes a short sentence coming from somewhere up from my upper body into my head, in that sense, giving a very short and clear message. And then after that, my mind jumps on it and might judge it, or might rearrange it, or add another word on in before it or after it, or starts doubting it. But indeed, to me, it is a voice, and for me personally, it's not the gut feeling. There are others out there that say intuition is this gut feeling. To me, it's this clear voice coming in a very subtle way, normally with very short messages, but they don't have to be long, because what they express is, there's not a lot to misunderstand around them. When we can listen to these messages before the mind jumps on it, then it becomes distracting and sometimes complicated again, because that's the mind game.
Right.
Does that make sense, or is there?
Yes, it's perfect, Jana. Yeah, what you said is perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Vindhya, please share with us.
Yes. Hi, Jana, and hi, Madhu. I joined a few minutes late. I didn't hear what Madhu said, but I think you were talking about it, so I got the gist. I was recently, of course, too have been contemplating on this, and I've always heard this inner voice, like the intuition come, and I made many decisions which I thought based on intuition, like with the job that I took to teach. And like when I wanted to go visit my parents, it just like I had this intuition, go spend some time with them. This kind of messages that actually benefited me afterwards, and that I listened to. But recently I was reading, about chakras. I was presenting and I was reading, and there too it was saying, when we open our third eye, like, when we meditate and we open our third eye, we are, it opens our eye to the truth, right? There's no mask. It's the truth is the truth. And that basically, when we meditate and open our third eye, the intuition starts coming then. So for the people who have meditated and got that third eye awareness. And I also had this doubt before, when I was reading Surrender Experiment, and we have always this inner chatter going on. Like you put it very well, like, the intuition comes very clear, and then the mind adds to it and starts confusing us, I guess. So usually I used to think I can hear voices. I mean, so much inside voice. Which one is intuition? And when I asked that and we discussed, I don't remember in which group earlier, the answer I got was intuition is very clear. Like you said, there's no doubt. It's very clear kind of instruction. Whereas your mind, when it's saying things, it goes back and forth. It tries to tell you, like, to do, not to do. Some kind of negativeness is there, anxiety. Whereas intuition is just a very clear statement to us or something like that. So that is what I understood, and I felt like I know, and I agree with you. It's not just a gut feel. Sometimes people say gut feel, but that this is more like an inner voice coming deep from your heart or somewhere, and clearly telling you. And I think with meditation it becomes more and more clear. And I mean, there is a reason it is there. It is our soul's voice. We need to listen, but we need to become aware what is intuition, and then without any doubts, just go with it. People who doubt it, oh, maybe I should have done, maybe I not, then I think there is a problem. But if you don't doubt and surrender completely, your intuition always guides you well. So those are my few words that I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Vindhya. Thank you so much. Grishma, for example, also writes it's gut feeling, good or bad, strong feeling. And we now had different perspectives on, is it the gut feeling? Is it a voice? For me, it's indeed important to say, I don't have, or I don't see me having, let's say, the ultimate truth, what is intuition or what is not, because it is such a fascinating part of our being that is really hard to grasp, I would say. And maybe it indeed is different for everybody of us, right? Maybe for some of us, it comes with words. Maybe for others, it is the gut feeling. I really don't know. This is why I wanted to bring the question in here to share different opinions, experiences about it. So thank you, Grishma, for bringing that in too. So I have another question. How can you nourish the connection with intuition? What would you say? How can we strengthen intuition? And Vindhya already said one possibility is, and also to her, one possibility is meditation, opening the third eye chakra to connect with intuition. Which other opportunities do you see to support or strengthen intuition? Madhu, yes, please.
Jana, along with the meditation, it's also mindfulness. Like, for example, if you are doing an activity like cooking, just cook. Do not think about anything. If you're just eating, just eat. Or if you're doing any activity, just be there. When we try to do these things, yeah, it is difficult. Initially, it is very difficult to stay focused or to not to think of other things. But with practice, we can achieve that state of mindfulness. When we achieve that state of mindfulness, then the clear mind is far better than the traffic mind. So that it will be easy for us to access this intuition. Although always there is a guidance from inside. If we are stuck with so much of traffic in the head, how are we going to just see to which direction we need to head? Yeah.
Great. So what I hear you saying is that besides meditation, another option is mindfulness, and you gave some really beautiful examples. And what I heard was this: indulge and engage in your, let's say, single tasking in the present moment. So whatever you do in that moment, fully engage and indulge with this one activity, cooking, eating, or whatever it is in that moment. As good as it's possible, totally emerge in that activity.
Right. And sometimes, Jana, like sometimes our intuition might lead us to very tough situations. But however, it is very important for us to learn from that situation. That's why this intuition or this inner guidance had guided us to walk that path. So we should not feel bad that, okay, I listen to my heart or I listen to this inner voice, then why this has gone wrong. Many people have this, and from the next time they just don't trust themselves. But sometimes it happens that the tough situation comes also through intuition, because there is some learning from that needs to get it from that situation.
Yeah, thank you. So I would say what is underlying there is, let's say the intuition somehow has the understanding that we are spiritual beings here to make human experiences, to expand our wisdom as spiritual beings, and from there experiences, let's say the assessment whether experiences are good ones or bad ones become very different ones, right? Because it's not about do they feel good, but do they help us to make the human experiences that helps us to expand our spiritual being. Thank you, Madhu. Swana, please share with us your thoughts and your experiences.
Yeah, thank you, Jana. Yeah, I think Madhu ma'am has already covered and you mostly covered. So yeah, to me that came is like be in the present moment, right? And observe every moment, everything, whatever you are doing. And when you do that, it feels like, the universe is guiding you, whatever you're doing. You may be working on a tough project, or you're doing cooking, everything. It feels like some power is, driving that, right? Your inner power. So that's what I noticed. Any tough, even as Madhuji said, sometimes tough situation do come. Intuition means not that every time it's, we don't need to expect that everything has a happy path. Sometimes these are like tough paths as well. And tough path is a real path that take you and make you grow and make you tougher and strengthen within you, right? So that's how you grow, because we don't limit, we are unlimited. And so yeah, we need to use this present moment and see what universe takes us, what is it's trying to teach us, and where it might be leading to the higher purpose that you might have wanted to go, right? So it's not a happy path always. So but have a complete faith on you and believe in you and believe in the universe. That's that way. Whatever path you take always leads to a happy path. It can be happy or it can be tough, but always you end up seeing a big light, bright light.
Thank you, Swana.
So yeah, thank you. So your question, how can you nourish the connection? It's like, yeah, be in the present moment, no matter what, just anything. I'm cultivating, actually. Most of the time I would be like thinking other things and I would miss whatever I'm doing because there's a fear, or you feel like I want to focus that. But no, just be there, doesn't matter. Even if you miss something, that is okay. But whatever you're doing, just do it.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Vindhya, would you like to add? You raised the hand.
Yes. To this question you asked about how to nourish it, I agree with what Madhu and Swarna ma'am said about like how Madhu ma'am explained. Even if it seems like it's going wrong, you need to stick with it, accept it, because there is a learning in there. And what Swarna ma'am said, unless you're in present, you cannot recognize that intuition. What I feel is intuition is like our voice, like we might have made this soul plan. So it's trying to tell us, especially like, situations maybe when someone is picking their life partner or even job or anything, your intuition is telling you, and it is best to go with that, because what else? I mean, if you ask 10 people, they'll give you 10 answers. Our intuition is our best guide. And we do go, most of the time we do listen. Only thing, we don't go sincere with it. We don't always surrender to it. We just say, oh, things are not looking good now. I made a bad choice, or whatever it was. I feel the best way to nourish it is do experiments. We should take the journal, right? Make decisions through intuition, and then see, like, in the long run, is it paying off? Because otherwise, what is the other choice? We don't analyze. When we analyze and make two, I don't know. There's always a good and bad, but I feel we can practice listening to our intuition and see it. Most of the time, it is universe guiding us, like how Swarna ma'am said, and it is for the good. And in my own experience, I remember I have listened to my intuitions, and the first thought that comes is usually the intuition. I feel it's not like later on; it just comes clearly. It is wrong. It tells you inside this is wrong, and we somehow start using our mind and saying, no, maybe at this one time, if I do, it's not wrong. It could be eating, it could be doing something, anything. But I always wondered, even when I was young, how come I knew this was right? There is always that sense of what is right, what is this thing. So that, I think, was intuition. And if we listen to it, and surrender completely and stick with it, it is a practice, I think, just like, and of course, like Madhu ma'am said, meditation will clear all this traffic, so that we don't hear everything else, the thoughts, and then this clear sound that's left, that is what intuition is, and we can make it a practice.
Yeah. Thank you, India. Yeah. So what came to me by what you were sharing right now also was, I got better, or I improved in a different way to get aware when my intuition speaks. For example, after I understood my core values in life, and the ones that are really my most important values, because I got aware of different voices there inside of me. There can be something that I discern as right or wrong. And meanwhile, I'm aware if that's coming from my core values. And then there is another voice where I get aware this has nothing to do with values. This is maybe even completely independently from anything that I could connect it to, with everything I know about myself. This, for example, is a moment where I get aware, okay, that's intuition right now. In my, let's say, in my system, in my, how I read it or how I listen to it. So I think what I wanted to say is that the more I got to know myself better, the more I could, or the clearer my discernment is, which voice is right now talking to me. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you right now. Yeah, but that came to me. And what I found also was clear connection, or clear connection to intuition. A lot of times also lies behind boredom. If you are patient enough to walk through the gate or portal of boredomness, behind the boredomness lies a lot of wisdom, insights, and a lot of times answers from intuition, because the connection grows there. Can anyone relate to that? what I mean with boredomness and how this can make a difference?
Yeah. Hi, Jana. Yeah.
Hi.
Boredomness. Yeah. Just, boredomness comes from out of motivation.
Mhm.
Maybe if something is not challenged, and you may be in a comfort zone.
Mhm.
Then when you are stuck in that comfort zone for a long time, then it gets bored, because
Mhm.
soul always want to grow, evolve and grow, learn and grow always,
Mhm.
no
Mhm.
matter, always it's try to find a new path and new challenges and new solutions. Yeah. But we opposite in physical world, we always think that staying in a happy path and we feel that's the right thing, but we get bored when we are in that state for a long time.
Mhm.
So always try to go do something, learn new skills, or go help someone and try to be there with others. So we have to always go outside and be there for others and learn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Swana.
Anna.
That's really very helps me that you're adding up to it this way, because I get to add that there are two different aspects or ways of boredomness. I completely agree with you by saying our soul, our spiritual being wants to evolve, wants to expand. And then there also is this way of the mind that wants to keep us busy. What's next? New impulses. And when I get caught up in the mind's way of keeping me active, let's say it like this, I can't connect to intuition too well. But if I allow myself time of boredomness in terms of not being, let's say, stuck in a repetitive job or something, not being stuck there over months or years in my personal development, but for some time allow myself boredomness so that my mind cannot jump to any activity and tempts me to do any activities, because I allow myself a surrounding of boredomness, and the mind first gets really loud and even annoyed because it feels boredom, right? Or it perceives that the boredomness starts and I'm not engaging into all the distractions the mind would like to put me to. And then after a while, after it became louder, it becomes more silent. And then boredomness is not as bad anymore as well, but it gets more and more okay. And the more peace grows as my mind starts to calm down due to boredomness and also kind of a relaxed feeling in my brain, the more I can connect to intuition in that, let's say, on this path through boredomness. So it was really great that you added on, because there's this different aspect of boredomness, definitely. Thank you, everybody. Time flies. So I really now want to guide us into meditation. India,
Yeah,
yes,
uh,
please.
just a small note. I have this
Mhm.
book, Patriji Answers, and I was reading through it before, and I remember I had seen there's this. It's not a big discussion, but what is intuition? The question was there, and there's this answer by Patriji. It says one of your biggest gurus is your intuition. Your
Mhm.
inner voice is called intuition. There is an outer intuition and an inner intuition. Inner intuition is what you hear when you do meditation. You'll hear the inner voice. When you don't do meditation, you don't hear it. That's all he said. I thought I'll share that too, since we are talking.
Thank you very much, Vindhya.
Thank you.
Swana?
Yeah. Thank you, Jana, that you added boredom in different aspect that I learned. Means I heard, but maybe I just didn't focus. Yes, sometimes people say just sit quiet, don't need to do anything, right? So it is very better than doing something, the phone. It could be just sit, do nothing, let it go to the boredom state. Then some thoughts come in. Then the soul tells you what to do, it feels like it's stuck. Stuck, and it's trying to come out of your body. Then you feel like maybe some thought comes in and something comes in. So yeah, even sometimes being in that boredom is also is a positiveness, but not longer. Right? I think.
Definitely. I'm totally with
Yeah.
you. Absolutely.
Exactly. True. Yeah, we all go through these situations. You feel so awesome, everything goes fine. Then after a while, I feel like I'm looking for something or someone or some to talk or some to be there, some bringing a meaning. Then why am I like this? But meditation is bringing into that awareness. Earlier, like we don't know, and we become like so much into, and so much go into struggle and pain, don't know what to do. But now we know, why am I feeling this? So I think I need to read a book or listen to someone or just go and talk to someone or make a phone call. So those are the things are coming, and then you will be all right. So
Yeah.
beautiful. You brought that point. So
Wonderful.
I felt like reiterate.
Yeah. Thank you for rounding it up in that way. And actually, I can say thank you for you adding, because you brought the second aspect of boredomness in here, and it was good to have this discernment between the both aspects of it. Definitely.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you, Anna.
Perfect
All
teamwork.
Right. Thank you, Divindya. Yeah, thank you, Divindya. You brought that definition from Patrici, sir. So it was blessed to listen that as well.
Right. Then for the rest of our hour, let's go into meditation now. I invite you to find your way into a comfortable seating position, either cross-legged on the floor or sitting on the chair, on the sofa, legs parallel beside each other and feet flat on the ground. Bring your hands into a comfortable position too, letting them lay down in your lap, on your legs, if it feels comfortable for you. Clasping your hands. With the next inhalation, gently close your eyes. Give yourself a moment to stroll through your body. Get aware where you can make yourself feel even a bit more comfortable with some last movements. And after you've found your position, bring your awareness to your nostrils and start to observe your inhalation and your exhalation around your nostrils. Just let your breath come and go for some moments. All by itself. And observe how easily this happens for you. Your body breathes you. naturally allow your attention to find a spot in your body where you can observe your breath the most. Maybe your nostrils, maybe your chest, your shoulders, your belly, without any force. Just let your attention find where you observe your breath the most. And if your mind distracts you with thoughts, that's okay. That's its game. Smile at your mind and curiously bring your attention back to where you can observe your breath. Rising and falling. Rising and falling. With every in-breath, you soothe your mind. With every out-breath, you soothe your body. And if your mind tries to distract you and wants to pull you into your thoughts, gently and silently step back out of them. Get aware how they come and go, your thoughts. And again, bring your attention to the rising and falling of your breath. With every inhalation, you soothe your mind. With every exhalation, you soothe your body. Nothing to do. Just be and let your body breathe you. With every inhalation and exhalation. With every rising and falling. With every inhalation, you naturally expand yourself to the world. Say yes to life all around you. With every contraction, you find rest in yourself. Say yes to you, into the life within you. Your breath is there to bring the balance. Every in-breath soothes your mind. And with a calm mind, opens you up to the world. Every out-breath soothes your body, brings you closer to your inner being and helps you to explore who you are inside of you in peace. And when your mind wants to interfere and bring you out of balance with thoughts, simply smile, step back, and turn around with your attention to observing your breath again. With every inhalation, you say yes to the world. With every exhalation, you say yes to yourself. Life, life flows through you with every breath. The balance of the life around you and the life within you in perfect harmony. With every in-breath, you soothe your mind. With every out-breath, you soothe your body. And welcome your surrender to life. Slowly, it is time to come back from the journey of your breath. Bring your attention to your hands and move your fingers. Bring your attention to your feet and move your toes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it fall out of your mouth once. Another in-breath through your nose and letting it drop out of your mouth with a sigh. Return to your normal breathing pattern. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Gently and cautiously roll them once or twice. Gently and cautiously. Let them sink down again gently. And whenever you feel ready, in your own pace, at your own time, simply open your eyes again. Thank you, everybody, for wisdom sharing, exchanging, expanding on our intuition, and meditating with me. If there is anything you still want to share or to add, to say right now, feel free to unmute or drop something in the chat. And as you all know, silence also always is a beautiful option.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jana. So you always come up with the thought reflections. I mean, like you bring up such subjects that we start to really ask this question to ourselves. What is it actually? And it's very interactive, and we really learn from each other through your sessions. So thank you so much. Really enjoy your sessions. Thank you, Jana.
Thank you, Madhu.
And of course, your beautiful meditation.
Thanks a lot. Thanks to everyone and for all the messages in the chat as well. Thank you for being here on Thursdays. I'm looking forward to see and hear you again soon. Take care. Have a bright day wherever you are. Bye.
Bye-bye, Jana.